Like the worms that have unfrozen after 42,000 years in the Siberian permafrost, overt public racism is reanimating across New Zealand.
I think it doesn't really look like Australia here. I can hardly hear people speaking English.
Two people who are, in my personal opinion, white supremacists, Lauren Southern and Stefan Molyneux, planned an event in Auckland tonight.
He's a racist. No, Mother Nature's a racist. I'm just shining the light.
Their visit has excited both racists and people who are racism adjacent. And it's been covered extensively by people in the media, including me. But I keep having this sick-making feeling. Is all of our coverage just making things worse?
Banned from the UK over posters reading Allah is gay.
What have we done?
That you're harassing the congregation here.
Southern and Molyneux seem to use even disapproving media coverage as a perverse kind of marketing. I asked media commentator Morgan Godfrey whether it would be better to just ignore them.
To be honest, I don't think it's right to ignore them at any point. I think it's the right thing to do is pretty much to say, you know, you're wrong, here's why you're wrong.
Yeah, because this is like what I'm sort of agonising over a little bit. You know, like, you see them and you see that they market opposition to them as like a selling point, kind of.
Yeah, the idea of there's like white genocide and then there's white victimization. So their whole idea is that, you know, we're being silenced. You know, they're trying to appeal to these people who imagine themselves as somehow oppressed, where I guess in reality it's people who, whose white privilege isn't really enough to make up for their mediocrity, to be quite honest.
Are they like a virus that just grows when it's ignored?
I think that's probably a good metaphor, is the cure for this is simply to attack it.
Morgan was reassuring, but I decided to ask someone who's faced racism allegations of their own whether the media helps or hinders him.
Pauline Hanson has been, well, I've been associated and friends with her for over 20 years.
John Lehman heads the Government Accountability League. In the 90s, it ran a Dobber-Wog campaign, tried to stage a Kiwis-only meeting, and called for a halt to all immigration. Recently, John has revived the Government Accountability League and is bringing the anti-immigration Australian politician Pauline Hanson to New Zealand. I just wanted to know what makes you kind of want to go and say sort of racist things in public again.
When have I said that?
Well, I mean, for instance, your Dobber-Wog campaign in the 90s.
Right. How does that suggest I'm being racist again or wanting to be racist again? I never was racist.
Right, I mean, calling people a wog is racist.
Really? I didn't know that.
I wasn't getting anywhere. I decided to speak to one of the people who attended a protest against Southern and Molyneux earlier today. What do you do about racists coming to New Zealand?
Although on the one hand I think that they shouldn't be given platforms, on the other I think it actually does tap a vein for a lot of people, and as a society we need to be saying, no, you don't get a foothold here, we oppose you and this is why.
Isn't that how you do the story? You kind of go, you suck. It's not like a both sides thing. You're kind of like, you're a racist and that's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the official position of this story that Stefan Molyneux and Lauren Southern's views are racist and shit. Hayden Donnell, Spinoff TV.